Must get in out of this weather. Right then. I suppose you all want to hear a story now, don't you? Now let's see. Where were we? This one should do. Let's see, where were we?
Right, sorry about the last time. Seems to be back on track now. And the wheel trunk is loaded. There's no giant gap here anymore. So, I'll go show you around the radio tower. Like I said, there's a load of traps over here. Either going to do poison or fire damage, depending on which one you touch. But I'll just jump over them. Yeah. Avoid them all. And hit my head on the wall. That was a great start. Right. Now, right here was a nice radio tower leading all the way up there. Quite a nice one. So I took it down. It was nice wood, so decided to keep some of it. Made a bit of damage here, but yeah, it's not mine, it doesn't really matter. Went around, finding all the chests that they'd left here, or had here. This was where I dug up into, through this little walkway I made myself, all the way along there. And up here, no one around, started looting. This thing here. No. Oh, a load of gun ammo, but I haven't gone into the specific gun mods yet, so I'll leave them because they mean nothing to me. No, everything else taken. Mostly it was concrete, which, from what I've heard, was possibly used to fill in the holes made by the last lot of rebels attacking the place, unsuccessfully, a pair of them. I'm not sure how they didn't manage to do it, but perhaps they just got enough. Yeah, just enough. Don't know if they stole anything when they hopped up here. They did, hope it wasn't anything good. Managed to find a couple of books whilst I was here. In the books, basically, the first book was a set of orders for the people working here, which basically said any animals, villagers, etc., etc. that they find, prisoners, so I'm guessing that's the other rebels, should be sent to an internment camp that was somewhere nearby for testing and such. He didn't go into any details particularly, but it was clearly some bad stuff that needed to be stopped. The second book, however, went on to secret orders. He expanded upon these a bit with saying that any workers from here that's misbehaving or such could be sent sent along for reassignment too, due to the vast amount of soldiers dying over there from experiments. Obviously couldn't let them keep experimenting on people, could we? So, met up with the other rebels for the first time properly. Not too long after I blew up this place pretty much. And we went to go take it out and see what we could do. This little bit here was just a sort of area where the guards and that were sleeping. Made a few holes so I could take them out whilst they were sleeping. Proved quite effective, saved them trying to kill me. And then I left them this message. Dear Mr. Government Agents, you have been raided and humiliated by Lord Darkane. That's me. The free will remain free. Now leave, or bring it on, bitches. Signed, Lord Darkane, Emperor of the Jade Dragon Castle. Toodle pip. Oh, and your secret plans will be ended. If I'm going to attack somewhere by myself, I'm going to make sure that the enemy knows it, so they don't go attacking other people by mistake. I'm not going to have someone else taking credit either. It looks like we might have destroyed this place just in time, given that this crane seems to suggest they're planning on building something big. Now, don't know what exactly, but don't think it could have been good. Right. Now, the second place they had, just over in this direction, if I remember right. I spotted it on a flyover before, and thought I'd better keep note of it. Yep. All this rain. Why does it have to rain so much around places? Oh, here we go. Yeah. As you can see, there's some people wandering around in there. These were the prisoners that they'd already collected. A few guard towers watching about the place with, again, very long range snipers. Entranceway over there leading slightly snaky path round between the prison camp and the warden's office, shall I put it. We left the prisoners here with some supplies because, quite frankly, it's the safest place for them. Still got some supplies? Yeah, they've still got some stuff. They're fine. Yep, still burning stuff. But yeah, as you can see, they weren't left in a particularly great state. Don't know exactly what they did to them, but it wasn't good. As you can see, set me free. Hell, they do things to us. Not what you want to hear. I'm not sure if there was some distinction between the prisoners, but they got separated nonetheless. No, you shall leave the prisoners alone. Leave them alone. Get, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the gate's still shut, this open now. Oh yeah. And this is the main building of the place. When we first got here, we well, I personally started sniping them from up on top of that cliff, just to cover support for the others that were trying to take it from the front. It proved quite effective. In here, if he's still there, is basically the only remaining soldier for the place. We left him there just to make sure that we had someone to ask questions to if we needed answers. He's still alive, it's all good for now. It's Warden's main office. Upstairs is his living quarters by the looks of it. Very fancy, very nice 3-bed bed. All to himself. Wow. Say itself. That sort of person. Quite likely just had a few other people with him as well, maybe. Not making any suggestions. There was a terminal here of some sort. Suggested it was for missiles. Had its own coordinates in, so perhaps it was a self-defense system. If anyone found the place, they'd blow it all up. Back here, I can get through. So doors, some funky looking blocks, which are just a timed door really. A bit fancy really, but perhaps it has some other properties to make it required. All the way down to this little secret area. In here, as it says, subject holding cells. A few people around, equally battered looking. Small prisoner ones, less battered looking. And villagers. They had villagers down here as well, so, for some reason. They just couldn't help but take everyone, couldn't they? Again, they are going to get freed up properly at some point, but just making sure we're all set up completely for them. Analysis room, warning radiation. And yeah, they've been radiating this guy. We can't remove him from here just yet until we make sure we've got something special for him. One, so he doesn't hurt anyone else. And two, make sure he doesn't end up just dying from radiation poisoning. Seems to have some sort of resistance built up now though, because it seems to have not died yet and been getting hurt for quite a while by the looks of it. There's a collection of machines along here which I took to make sure they couldn't be used again for research purposes, of course. Don't want the government coming back and just keeping all their goods. And then we came across this room. Danger, experiment area, danger. Now, I warn you, what you're about to see can be called very shocking, disturbing, and potentially gory. So, if you have a weak disposition, especially look away now. This is possibly the friendliest looking of the guys here, Experiment 4. Looks to be some sort of ogre type being now. He was possibly human before, but is not now. All years, I don't know. Then there's this guy who's had his skin ripped off, but is still alive. Not sure, but he certainly doesn't look too happy. Can't say I would be. Then, can't tell if this is just a armless zombie. He's pretty harmless now. Or if he was a test subject that got turned into a zombie and had his arms removed at some point. His head smashed in a bit as well. Really not in the best of states. Not exactly sure what can be done for him and that guy there, but we'll see. Perhaps the other rebels know something I don't. Perhaps they're good at healing. And yeah, I'm not even sure if they did something to a guy to do this, or whether they're just trying necromancy as well. That's an old skeleton by the looks of it. Really old with that much moss on it, but it's still moving. Still moving. Oh, there's blood. Why would the skeleton have blood? Perhaps he was alive. I don't know. But yeah, for now we've just left them here to keep them in their containment cells so that they don't end up dying from any conditions or anything, from being stolen by us. And so far that's about all we've found of these people. Where the hell did he come from? Is this a trap or something? What? Ah. Right. Shows me right for not having closed the doors. Not that I thought there was a need, but perhaps he came up from down there. So yeah, that's pretty much the tour of what we've done so far. Well, we've done, I've done, they have done, to my knowledge anyway. Head back this way. They should be over here somewhere. More firing in there. Alright, there's the desert. Make a right. And look for the fire. There's the fire. That was simple. Hello. Yeah, I can collect things again. It's all working. Right. Where should I take you to next? Ooh, seeing as we're talking about the prisoners, I may as well take you to the village next so you can see what I've got set up for them. If it's going to work. Yep.